Once again, my fellow hunters, we're gonna jump into extended skill set bonus territory. This time, running with a build that utilizes a set bonus that's so incredibly OP, I'm surprised it still hasn't been nerfed yet. This is the Gluttonous Regen Switch Axe build. It's a build with multiple forms of health regen, and a gimmick that gives a lucky player a damn near endless supply of potions. The main player here is Free Meal Secret. It's a set bonus skill that bumps up the free meal skill up to level 3. Mind you, this was a 1-point skill in the base game. Alright then guys, let's get to building it. It's pretty straightforward, so I'm kinda gonna breeze through what we're gonna be slotting in here. The weapon is going to be the Soul Fire Scourge Ruin. This is the upgraded Master Rank version of the Lunastra Nergigante Switch Axe. The head, chest, and legs come from the Brute Tigrex Beta armor, while the arms and waist come from the Black Veil Valhazak armor, the beta version of course. Our charm is the Health Charm 3. So see, it's pretty straightforward. We're only running 2 monster parts here, but it's for the 2 different set bonuses. What this gives us is Attack Boost 5, Critical Eye 5, Free Meal 3, Weakness Exploit 3, Health Boost 3, Evade Extender 3, Blast Attack 3, Recovery up 2, Speed Eating 2, Agitator at 2, and Fortified 1. The set bonus we're going to be running is the Free Meal Secret from the Brute Tigrex armor, Super Recovery from the Valhazak armor, and Hasten Recovery, which is slotted into the weapon. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice is that we absolutely abuse using Free Meal Secret on this build. Free Meal is normally a 1-point skill that gives you a 25% chance to not consume a food or drink item when using it. This means at level 1, you have a 1-4 chance not to consume potions, max potions, well-down steaks, rations, demon drugs, etc. So basically, most of the items a well-prepared hunter takes into a field, you can have a chance to not expend. But when we bump that up to 3 levels, we get a 75% chance not to consume the item. I've gotten so lucky on hunts that the 2 max potions that I brought with me last me through the whole time using them liberally. Or let's take demon drugs and armor skin for example. These can be costly to meld or craft, so having a 3 and 4 chance not to consume them are odds that I can certainly stand behind. On top of free meal, we get 2 points in speed eating that allows us to chug down potions a bit quicker, which makes a big difference in the middle of a big fight. As for the other half of this build's gimmick, not only are we gluttonous, but we've also got a decent amount of health regen too. The weapon has Hasten Recovery, a skill that normally is attached to the Nergigante set bonus, and the 2 parts of the Black Veil Valhazak gives a Super Recovery, which allows you to recover beyond the red health. And of course, the augment that I chose for this build is the health regen. And you can honestly pop whatever augment you want in there, but I like having at least 3 ways to get my health back. So in this one, we have these multiple forms of health regen, and with both the Hasten Recovery bonus and the health regen augment, we're getting a little bit of extra help from those 2 points that I slotted in Recovery up. Offensively, we have some decent DPS here, with 5 points in attack and critical eye, along with the max weakness exploit. This gives us a base affinity of 65% on weak spots and 85% on the softened weak spots. So while it's not 100%, I'd say it's damn near close enough. The 3 points in blast attack also ensures that the weapon, which honestly isn't the best blast weapon in the game, can function a bit more efficiently and effectively when applying that status element. The 2 points in agitator were mostly throwaway from the gear, but I won't scoff at having a little extra attack when a monster is pissed off. On the defensive side, once again we're running max health boost, because I will not keep getting one-shot by master rank monsters. Evade Extender is a skill I love to pop into my Switch Axe build, because it can be both defensive and offensive. It allows me to either leap further away when I'm trying to get away, or close the gap quicker when I'm in sword mode. This time around guys, I don't have that many adjustments for you. honestly there isn't much for this build. But first off, if you have a second satiated expert level 4 deco, I would swap out that satiated attack deco that I have in there. Personally, I only had one, so this build suffered a little bit in the affinity department. If Blast isn't that big of a deal to you, you can always swap some of them out for expert decos to max out Critical Eye, and maybe throw a medicine deco in there to max out Recovery up. So really this time around I don't have a ton of suggested adjustments for this build, but go with what works for you. And with that, that was the Gluttonous Regen Switch Axe build. Thank you once again for checking out my channel. If you dig my stuff, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my stuff. And of course, I feel like I need to reiterate this every video, but these builds are not meant to be speedrunner builds or replace the meta. It's just a fun and interesting way to experience the game that can also allow you to feel a little bit powerful while you're knocking around giant dinosaurs. So hey, it's a game. Let's have fun. But of course, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Check me out next time when I bring you folks another build to turn giant monsters into fancy hats. So you stay frosty, hunters, and get lifted. Later, Gator.